motherfuckers thought I was joking about the old quartering tapes, huh? That I was gonna revive the old quartering tapes. We're gonna have this all stored. Well, we're gonna revive the old quartering tapes, bitch. It's gonna be your one-stop shop to go through all the old quartering videos with me and analyze all these old videos of the quartering and see how they all aged. Because I feel as though it's important to remind everyone of all the OGs that tried to speak out and talk about how much of a piece of shit this guy is. And finally, people are packing him the fuck up. Guys like fucking Radical Rick Entertainment, who sat there and called this out 5 years ago. Vindication for them. I highly doubt, actually, in seriousness, this guy even fucking gives two flying half fucks about the quartering. If I look at his current video, sorry, I didn't mean to subscribe, because, fuck it, I'll be nice, why not? It's an accident. But yeah, that's what this guy's talking about. PlayStation 5. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Hip hop. Oh, God, that album is goated. I think that album is better than fucking Illmatic. Hot take. I know. But as you can tell, he is not giving a fuck with the quartering in like God knows how many fucking years, guys. I highly doubt he gives a flying half fuck in a handbasket of shit. But 5 years ago, he called it out for what it was. And then probably forgot about this loser after he just did the video, which I think is based as hell. But guys like us haven't forgotten, bro. We never forgot. We didn't move on. Not us. It's like the Avengers speech. Some people move on, but not us. So that's not to stop Thanos or bring back humanity. No, it's because fuck the quartering. Let's get into it. Oh, all the old edits, when we couldn't actually edit for shit back in the day. Remember when we couldn't edit for shit because we didn't know how to do it right? So all our editing just looked like fucking, just really funny, quick. It's funny because that's like the best era of YouTube, though. The fact that you knew it was real ass conversations between. Now everything's so high production and high up value and high octane. It's like, you know what I mean? AI. It just ruins the whole feel, bruh. You know, this coming from me who does annoyingly high value editing. Fuck me, man. I'm my own problem. Fuck, that's gay. Anyway, I mean, look at my timer. My timer took work. The one that actually clipped up together. You know, people like comment on the baby metal stuff. I'm like, yeah, I put work into that shit. That's high production, bitch. Nah, it's just really good clipping together. But for the most part, though, you can see like with shit like this, we just did. It was simple back in the day. Very simple shit. I remember I just put a little picture, glitch effect, some fucking Denzel Curry. That's the intro. And that was fire back in the day. And you just record what's going on your tablet. And boom. That's how I was making content, bitch. Ugh, what happened to those days, man? As I say this, doing this from a phone lazily.
So I checked out this video a lot of you wanted me to check out of the quartering. And he lost me at about the 8-minute mark. Lost me.
You lasted 8 minutes watching the quartering. How the fuck did you last 8 minutes watching that guy? I can't watch that dude for more than fucking 2 minutes. It has to be clipped for me. Or I have to clip it myself. I can't watch this guy in all good conscience because he's so fucking boring and so fucking uninteresting. It's like a more lame version of Darkside Phil, who's a boring, maniacal fuck. You guys ever seen that Seinfeld episode of when Elaine is like for some reason really interested in this guy because he's like the only guy in New York that is not jumping at the chance to fucking like, you know, completely like pile drive her in bed. Like you always know what the show, like Elaine gets it in. Elaine gets whatever the hell Elaine wants, man. But there's this one fucking dude that's so demented and just talking about his daily day that she's willing to fucking put up with hearing this guy's daily minutia. That's all fucking maniacal. It's insane. Because she's trying to oh wait, was that even why? No, it's because I don't think he remembered her from a party. That's what it was. He didn't remember her from a party. And that like drove her nuts. I'm like, which is completely narcissistic behavior. But she's willing to put up with it. I think she was willing to sleep with the dude just to fucking get the validation of, oh, I remember you. That's it. That's all the episode was about. I fucking love that show, man. It really is a show about nothing. Because what the fuck type of idea even is that? That's insane. That's like mental sickness, bro. What the fuck? Elaine was just like going through it, and this guy would just constantly talk about the dumbest shit. That's Darkside Phil. Darkside Phil is that guy in a nutshell. Where it's just like, you are killing my soul. You are killing me.
About the 8-minute mark. Apparently he's going through some things. People aren't happy with him. I'm not going to go into any of
what people? His investors? Was that even a thing at the time? Were you talking about how his investors weren't happy with him? I don't know. Did he have the coffee company at the time? I don't believe so.
That, but around the 8-minute mark is where this guy lost me. He needs some help.
You think?
And he lets you all know how you can help him. You can back him on Subscribestar.
Oh, God.
That's what you can do. You know.
There is Subscribestar? Good God. We're old. We're really old.
You can help this guy. This guy who has a channel with over 1 million subscribers.
5 years ago, he hit that mark. That doesn't even feel real. That's funny. That only feels like 2 years ago he hit that mark. That's crazy. I remember watching this dude just go up and up and up in numbers because you just, and we said it then, he just fucking takes advantage of the algorithm. And the worst part is that's exactly what guys like Gary and Geeks and Gamers did. The only difference is Gary and Geeks and Gamers took care of their fans and actually were entertaining enough to actually retain the fan base of what they were doing. It's kind of funny. Like Jeremy actually, what he did with the algorithm is one thing, but he actually built a legit following with the way that he took care of his own fans. I'm talking Jeremy Griggs, that is, over the years. But he doesn't have the following, like the numbers that you'd think that the quarter. He doesn't have over 1 million subs, but the numbers look better to Jeremy Hambley's because he has an actual loyal following. His fans are actually loyal. Jeremy Hambley, that is, doesn't have a loyal following. It's all just fake.
He needs your help. What's the title here? I need your help, and this is...
God, dude, this is from 5 years ago, and this from 5 years ago, and all I can hear is Triple P saying the same thing, but he's screaming it in, like, joke form. That's sad.
Very serious, and my channel is at risk. Again, I'm not really going to spend any time talking about...
My channel's under attack. 5 years ago. This has been going on for fucking over half a decade, kids. Basically. This is sad. Sad work.
About that. There's some gnarly stuff happening, I almost was a little sympathetic for this individual. Until this channel again with over 1 million subscribers tells you how you can help him. Right? Bro, if you want me to take this shit seriously, then why are you holding out your hand for donations? Chances are 90% of this guy's audience has no idea how well off he actually is. Okay?
Message.
Okay? There's a lot of money in the type of low quality, low entertainment, inflammatory videos that he makes constantly over and over and over again.
5 years ago, and this dude was already fed up. 5 years ago. This dude, this was crazy. Like, and no offense to the King of Casino, I'm dissing him for this, but everyone's going to act as though the King of Casino just like wrecked this dude. It's like, no. All they did was say everything that's been said about this guy for the last 5 to 6 years, and they themselves would be on stream saying that shit. They would look and go, yeah, we're not saying anything different. This is nothing different than what guys like this dude or me have been saying. Low effort, shitty content that basically just like fucking takes advantage of the algorithm to the point where it's just like, oh my fucking God. Dude. And then this guy cries about not having money. It's like, bro, do you really think you deserve all that money for putting in no effort into your content? I mean, fuck, bro. You're not. At the very minimum, you should be entertaining and offer hot takes and actually be like that, Because again, I will say this: Geeks and Gamers and Nerdrotic guys you talk about, they didn't do anything no different. The difference is though, they did a few things different with the way they took care of their fans, the way they were entertaining, the way they went out and actually did meet and greets. These guys took care of their own. They reciprocated the same support that was offered to them for years, and that matters to people. Jeremy Hambley has done the exact opposite. All he's done is take, and people have had enough. They just don't want to support you. That's the thing. You don't even have to be exciting. You just have to actually, if he just took care of his fan base, I guarantee you things are drastically different for Jeremy Hambley. I mean that. Even if the Kino Casino is actually shitting on him, I guarantee you this. it's a war in those comments. The Kino Casino going after him, they're catching flack right back if he's a loyal following. They wouldn't do this shit with Nerdrotic. They know they may, but they're not gonna fuck it. Let me tell you this: they're gonna catch some heat on Twitter. They're gonna catch a lot of heat, bro. A lot of heat every day because the loyal following is gonna show up for that guy. But when you're talking about Jeremy Hambly, you have none of that. How is it you have over 1 million subs and no one has ever defended you to me? Just saying.
He's not entertaining.
No shit.
He has employees. This
5 years ago. Unreal.
motherfucker has employees. The Quartering, I repeat, is not an entertaining YouTuber. The nerve it takes.
Vindication, bro. It's gotta be so. It's just vindicating, bro. It really is. Like, this is hilarious, dude. This is hilarious because 5 years ago, it's like, bro, we were looked at, and well, again, we didn't have like people defending him, which again proves my point. You had people looking at us as if we were losers or saying, because you had right wingers that would defend him only because he was a popular, semi-popular right winger at the time. So for their sake, they had to defend him, but they didn't really give a fuck about the dude. That's crazy. And now look.
The nerve it takes halfway through your video to start hitting up your subscribe.
By the way, I cannot wait to go into the comments. I cannot fucking wait. Oh, it's going to be just great.
Who I might add, for the most part, probably are not a fraction as well off as this guy.
Preach, brother, preach.
Look it up. People in below in the comment section, Art Bell will tell you exactly how well off this individual is. So he has this whole demeanor that he's just one of you, but he's not. He's a fucking business unto himself. And right now,
I fucking love this. Dude, I was waiting. See, this video is slow starting. I really enjoyed how slow started, but I knew he was going to like pop off. I had that feeling because this is the first time I'm really watching this video. Understand this? I don't like pre-watch these videos, guys. I want the genuine reaction, right? This is great. This is fucking awesome. Dude, preach. Ugh. Everything's, again, Kino Casino's not saying anything different that we've said for the last 5 to 6 fucking years. And I'm glad they're going back to the old material. That's why I'm doing this series. I want people to understand that this is what's been said about this guy for over half a decade. This is not new. These are real people. These are small. The reason I'm going after smaller channels with these videos, you see I'm picking up smaller channel videos like me. I want you guys, if you are watching this, I want you guys to share this stuff. Please. This is great stuff. This is a regular dude talking from his experience about with watching the Quartering. I mean, it's fair to say this. And yet no one's ever fucking listened to us until now.
This is a plea to save his business. On YouTube.
Wow. Save his business on you. This is before the coffee company. That's fucked up.
Right now, in front of me, I'm seeing a plea to save a business. All right? Fuck donating to the Quartering. I don't care if that makes a lot of people angry. I repeat it. Fuck donating to the Quartering.
Based.
All right? If you wanted me to take this seriously, Jeremy, then you wouldn't have this fundraising drive halfway through the video, you piece of shit. All right? Yeah, he needs your help. No, he doesn't need your help.
Cook.
Okay, actual charities need your help. Fuck off, Quartering. And fuck off to anybody that has an issue with me questioning why somebody would stop in the middle of their serious video and start hitting people up for donations.
I think the Kino Casino needs this guy on their fucking, like, on their panel. This is based. This dude, to me, this is amazing. Good. 5 years ago, and this shit hits.
Fuck all of this shit.
I'm
Just lost me. It's 7:22 in the morning. I'm getting ready to go to work. All right? And work for Jeremy the Quartering is talking about things on YouTube with his hobby videos. That's work for Jeremy the Quartering.
Preach. Again, preach.
And Jeremy the Quartering is in trouble. So he needs money. You got to give him money. Guess what? If I or the majority of Americans get in trouble, we don't hit up our audience on YouTube to help us financially. But for some fucking reason, Jeremy thinks it's perfectly fine because, He's being attacked. So make sure to give him money.
I'm enjoying.
All right,
this.
fuck giving this guy money.
I'm enjoying
You know,
this guy.
you can't get sympathy from me. There's no way to get sympathy from me if you're a channel this big, if you're doing as well financially, Jeremy is, and you're still hitting up your audience for money like that. And he's done questionable things in the past also.
I almost have no commentary. Like, this is how you do it. Like, you quite literally covered it perfectly. Where it's like, dude, you make all this money from doing the like lowest end content. Fuck you. And even then, it's the idea, it's the bailout issue I have. When he doesn't need all that. And he knows it. Because Jeremy then will go out of this other side of his mouth and then talk all the shit about how successful he is when people criticize him on Twitter. I've seen it. I've seen him do it. He literally, in fact, we all seen him do it. Everyone here who's followed me seen him do it. We all saw the infamous fucking earnings tweet about how his coffee business is actually successful. The one that he needed to get bailed out, right? That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. That your coffee company was doing so well, then you need to get bailed out. So he went to Twitter and talked about how well it's doing. And then, like a month or two before, you talk about how it needed to get bailed out. I shit you not. And then someone's like, he put the earnings of the company made like $5 million. And then dude just like, Jeremy, it's incredible how you are so stupid. You don't even know the difference between net earnings and gross earnings. Gross earnings don't mean shit. We all as Americans know that gross earnings don't mean goddamn fuck all for shit. Net earnings is what matters because gross is what you are being paid by the company or being paid for whatever, right? Net is what you're getting back after you get fucked by bills or by taxes. Dummy. You dumb fuck. That right there is why people hate this guy. Anyways, let's just finish this up.
So sorry, not sorry. I won't be donating to the quartering.
We call that based. Oh, that's it. Based. Fucking based. Let's look at the comments. Let's look at all the comments too. Because I want to read through all the comments that have been shitting on this guy as well. Okay, we always want to read the comments, to be fair here. I should have done it in the last video. That's what I'm going to do with all these videos. We're going to read the comments from 5 years, from like the old comments. As well as an e-beggar. He's also a bully with a thin skin. He's happy to call people out, but whines about how it's not fair when the criticism's turned on him. He also bragged about how he's worth 7 figures and YouTube is just beer money to him. But the fact he begs and pleads for donations shows he's lying about his worth. In fact, he's a fucking shameless liar, and his Kiwi farm store is a gold mine of receipts, as he likes to say, of his barefaced lies. 5 years ago. It is 2026 now, guys. And what from this entire paragraph has changed? Nothing. My pet peeve is how everyone in every vid needs to remind you to sub and click like button. Like I'm an idiot doesn't understand how YouTube works. It's a marketing tool, by the way. I have to explain that. It's a marketing tool. I don't do that much either. Like I do at times. I don't because it's what it is. It is a marketing ploy. I get it. It is a marketing ploy. I do it times. Then I'm like, eh. Sometimes, literally, I literally end videos. I'm like, you know what to fucking do with the damn video. I gotta tell you because you're not a dumbass. You know how to fucking read, bro. But Jeremy Hambley, I don't know if he does know how to read. Anybody making money through YouTube ads doesn't need donations. Wow, this is aged so brilliantly for me. Donations or sponsors that needs to be incorporated in terms of service. YouTube has turned into nothing but useless videos about nothing with double ads. God, this was 5 years ago, by the way. Too many ads and video ads is equivalent to just watching broadcast television with too many commercials, basically. Imagine being an employee for a degenerate YouTuber. How do you end up like that? How embarrassing. Hannah, are you okay? So last night, something interesting happened to Reviews USA. It gets better. He tried a members only stream and it failed big time. Whoa, buddy. Very few people participated and it was not well received by his subs. It was so bad that he put up a community post saying that he was never doing that again. Honestly, I feel he should have known better. We all saw that happen to Jeremy Hambley when he tried the same thing. Jeremy Hambley still doing that same thing to this day to avoid criticism. Hope his audience will understand what he thinks of the non-payers. Yup. Hello, Rich. Wow, that's a even here. Review Tech USA catches a goddamn fucking a side shot. Even here, strays be hitting Rich. Oh my god, that drawing of Jeremy. Won't you land a buck to Jeremy? His roof's collapsing. He has about 600 people giving him money, but he needs that about 1,500. Thanks. I don't watch YouTube much these days. It's too obnoxious. It's basically an open cash till. And of course, Twitter this week has followed suit. Can't be bothered. Understood. Bro, he lost me at the very beginning with the ad. If it was a serious issue, he would have got to the point rather than start with that ad revenue. Uh-huh. Also, you mentioned the 8-minute mark asking for a subscribe star. I closed out. Been unsubbed from him for a long time. Only watch because of all the buzz. The quartering begging for subs and asking for money is like a kid. Is like, I guess, kids with hundreds of toys and begging his mom for more. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm here. He keeps begging for money and attention despite having over 1 million fucking subs. I even saw his comment where a guy mentioned that he and his family were struggling for money, but as soon as he pays for his bills, he will send a donation. Good Lord. Jesus Christ. Same here, right as he started begging, I turned it off. It's almost as if YouTube isn't a job. For some people, though, it is, unfortunately. Man, I wish I was there too. Sure, it would be nice, right? Wouldn't it be nice? Only way to watch the quartering is at X2. Dude, Kino Casino, really, I gotta say, man, I don't think we needed the Kino Casino to ever do any of this. We could just go back to the old tapes. This is literally Triple P is like literally, it's as if we've all had. He might have just watched this video and said, this is the template for how to rip on the quartering. Think about this. Like, holy fuck. He spends the first 5 minutes begging for money and subscribers, blatantly lies about how his channel doesn't come up in the YouTube search, LOL. 3 10-plus minute videos a day with ads hitting over 100K views each. He should never be asking anyone for a dime. Cook. He mismanaged all the money his followers threw at him for that stupid gaming news website. I want you to sit with what he just said. I want you to sit with that one. And supposedly there have been others as well. Well then. Quarter Pandora is still around. Mr. Medicare used to wail on this guy all the time back when he was still around. Not surprised Jeremy's still up to his old shit. Jesus Christ. 5 years ago. The quartering is like one of the worst stereotypes of sellout YouTubers. The only thing is missing is Minecraft and Fortnite. I'm shocked that he hasn't done that. Quartering says he has 5 employees listed only one for his PPE loan of $33,000. Maybe it's his wife. A bad look for his claims of being a big daddy YouTuber. He has gig hires, I expect. Jesus. When this guy is more entertaining and factual than the quartering. Yeah. This guy was 10 times more. He had more emotion, had more vibe than quartering's ever had. I'm subbed from him months ago. I didn't mind some of his commentary and some of the issues he tackled, but his incessant shilling and asking for subs, this is a long one, some of which were really cringy attempts. The ads he plugged 30 seconds or so into into his videos, I'm tired, drove me nuts too. Really over the top endorsements just came off as completely fake. Even if he genuinely liked the products, which he didn't. The way he placed the ads too were disruptive and, in my opinion, ruined the flow of his message. And I generally lost interest and passed on to the next vid in my playlist. We've been saying this for years, and Jeremy still to this day doesn't understand why he's losing subscriber and support. He doesn't understand when it's literally right there. Like 5 years ago, this was said, and you had 5 years to understand that. I hate YouTube ads in general, but in my opinion, Digital Foundry does them right. They place it at the very beginning or very end, sometimes both, and they're professional, short, sharp, succinct. The quarterings ads quite often go on and on and on and on. I've seen even some go as much of 1/3 of his entire vid, which is just basically stealing your time. Haha, this raised my blood pressure because of the salt. How that's aged for you, Bear Bud. That's like the one defender of quartering in this entire fucking comment section that we found. For real, Rick, keep fighting a good fight against these e-beggars. I love seeing their little fanboys come to defend their neckbeard god. Where? I'm not seeing them. He's always begging for money. Years ago, he was begging to help his cat. He's always trying to create pity. Not pity. All he does is pander to an audience, I guess to his audience, and reads to them, which anyone with basic reading skills can do. Apparently, he can't read. We've now figured that out. There is no point to his channel other than to pander and beg for money. Now go look up PPP loan and marketing sheriff LLC. The term PPP is going to haunt this man's life for the rest of his life, bro. And it's for two different reasons. Would you like some cheese to go with your wine, sir? It's called marketing. Well, we found another defender. Would you like to attempt to make some goddamn sense your comment? This is called e-begging, sir, not marketing. King. Trashing people who are more successful than you is not a road to success. People are willing to pay him. Nobody pays you. Doesn't it tell you something? That people are dumb and got scammed? I'm very well paid for my real life work. I have a new house, dude, he cooked him here. He cooked him so bad here. And various cars all paid for. YouTube is one of my side hobbies to blow off steam. I do enjoy correcting idiots like yourself. I suggest you worry about yourself and to get a life, because clearly getting triggered over a non-e-begging truth teller like myself isn't doing you any favors, pal. Cook. That'll be the end of this video, though. But I just wanted to cover this. Another video of the old quartering tapes. That was a great one, too. That was really good.